Lesson. No 9 alkaloids, phenolic acids. The aim of the lesson, the alkaloids and flavonoids, is to familiarize students with nature and properties of biologically active substances. Lesson objectives. To explain the nature and functions and use of the alkaloids. To describe the nature and functions and use of the phenolics. To explain the nature and functions and use of the flavonoids. Steroids. Medicinal plants are an important component of plant communities. Their study has a significant scientific and practical importance related to the conservation of their resources and their sustainable use. Plant secondary metabolites. Secondary metabolites are compounds that are not required for normal growth and development, and are not made through metabolic pathways common to all plants. These compounds are the products, which occurs irregularly or rarely among plants, and that have no known general metabolic role in plants, often playing an important role in plant defense. Most plants have not been examined for secondary compounds, and new compounds are discovered almost daily. Functions of secondary compounds. The most common roles for secondary compounds in plants are roles that regulates interactions between plants and other organisms. Many secondary compounds are pigments like anthocyanin that color flowers red and blue to attract pollinators and fruit and seed dispersers. Some toxic compounds may protect the plant from herbivores and microbes. Alkaloids, terpenoids, and phenolics. Secondary compounds are grouped into classes based on similar structures, biosynthetic pathways, or the kinds of plants that make them. The largest such classes are the alkaloids, terpenoids, and phenolics. Proposed roles of alkaloids in plant metabolism, plant catabolism, or plant physiology are: 1. End products of metabolism or waste products. 2. Storage reservoirs of nitrogen. 3. Protective agents for the plant against attack by predators. 4. Growth regulators, since structures of some of them resemble. More than 6,500 alkaloids are known and are the largest class of secondary compounds. They are very common in certain plants, especially peas and beans, sunflowers, poppies, nightshade, tomato, milkweeds, citrus. Alkaloids are associated with a wide range of pharmacological activities. Many are toxic and can cause death, even in small quantities. Some have antibiotic activities and others interfere with behavior patterns, such as antidepressants, rezapine, and hallucinogens, mescaline. It seems alkaloid function in plants and animals is linked to defense mechanisms. Toxicity is a good weapon to inhibit the action of predators, like herbivores. Alkaloids. Alkaloids generally include alkaline substances that have nitrogen as part of a ring structure. Alkaloids constitute a very large group of secondary metabolites, with more than 12,000 substances isolated. A huge variety of structural formulas, coming from different biosynthetic pathways and presenting very diverse pharmacological activities, are characteristic of the group. Brielman et al., 2006. Alkaloids are important chemical compounds that serve as a rich reservoir for drug discovery. Several alkaloids isolated from natural herbs exhibit anti-proliferation, antibacterial, antiviral, insecticidal, and antimetastatic effects on various types of cancers, both in vitro and in vivo. Atropine from belladonna. Quinine from cinchona. Glycosides. Mustard oil glycosides and nitrogen sulfur-containing compounds that occur in cabbage, broccoli, horseradish, watercress, and other members of the mustard family, Brassicaceae. They give the group its characteristic taste and odor. Cyanogenic glycosides occur in several families of plants, but are especially common in roses, rosacea, and peas, Fabaceae. They are sugar-containing compounds that release cyanide gas when hydrolyzed. Cardiac glycosides affect vertebrate heart rate. Especially common in milkweeds, Asclepias daci. The parsley/carrot family Apiaceae is noted for having aromatic and poisonous 17-carbon polyacetylenes, though a few species have alkaloids like conium. Phenolics, compounds that contain a fully unsaturated 6-carbon ring linked to an oxygen, are called phenolics. Salicylic acid, basic part of aspirin, is a simple phenol. Myristicin is a more complex phenol that provides the flavor of nutmeg. Flavonoids are complex phenolics. They are often sold in health food stores as supplements to vitamin C. The most commonly available flavonoid is rutin from buckwheat. Anthocyanins are a type of flavonoid that give flowers red and blue pigments. More phenolics. Some phenolics form polymers. Tannins are astringent to the taste. They give dryness, astringency, to dry wines. They can also be used to tan leather. They often give water a tea-colored look. Tannins are common in pines and oaks. Lignin is a major structural component of wood. The exact structure of lignin is complex and not known. 1858. Anthocyanins. Tannins. Research shows polyphenols can help manage blood pressure levels and keep your blood vessels healthy and flexible, promoting good circulation. They also help reduce chronic inflammation, another risk factor for heart disease. Polyphenols can reduce and help control your blood sugar levels. Phenols are widely used in household products and as intermediates for industrial synthesis. For example, phenol itself is used, in low concentrations, as a disinfectant in household cleaners and in mouthwash. Phenol may have been the first surgical antiseptic. Thanks.